Well, welcome to Comics from the Future, the weekly show where you can preview and pre-order all the upcoming releases. And we're going to start out this week with Web of Venom, and I'm going to let you talk about that.
Oh, of course. I would love to talk about Venom and Null and Carnage and all that, and they're all going to be in this one. So this is Web of Venom, Empire's End. It is a one-shot. For those of you who've been reading the one-shots, I just read Wraith the other week. It was awesome. So this one, at the edge of the galaxy, Null has awoken, and he is headed towards Earth. So just go ahead and let us know you want to order this. I know we're going to have just a deluge of pre-orders on this one. So go ahead, tell us if you want multiple copies. The good thing about this show is our ability to order these is fully open. So you can ask for as many as you want, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get it. This also comes with a variant cover. Unfortunately, they do not have it ready. So I don't have the variant cover on that one.
Oh,
it's going to be good, though.
Yeah.
Because it always has been.
It's the Null is Coming variant, so that's what it's titled anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so up next is Warhammer 40K. This is, Calgar. So this is, a lot of you who are watching or have been to our store actually play Warhammer 40K. So yes, this is actually a comic in Marvel proper, set in that universe. It is written by none other than Kieran Gillen, and that is super strange to me, but really cool. He is responsible for creating Wicked and Divine and a series like that, just very epic tales. So I think he's gonna do justice to this, and it'll be interesting to see him create and carve out this world. It's a 5-part miniseries. And let's look at some of the variants. That's the A cover.
Now, I know Warhammer has had comics before, but I don't know if they've done it through Marvel. So this is pretty interesting.
No,
Marvel is doing a Warhammer 40K comic.
Their first one. So this is the Color Your Own variant. So one thing Warhammer is super popular for is the miniatures and painting them. So I think that's kind of an homage to that.
Crayons sold separately.
And then we have the Games Workshop variant.
All right. I knew I had this out of order, so we actually have our own screens now to tell you about the covers that we don't have. Somehow, I don't know how I got this out of order. So going back to Web of Venom Empire's End, this is representing the Null is Coming variant that they don't have ready. So this just, a visual to remind you guys. So let's continue on, though.
Next we have Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Which is interesting that the last issue was issue 49, but also 850. And now we have Amazing Spider-Man 50. And this is also going to be a deluxe size issue, not as deluxe as 850. It's going to be a $5.99 issue, but this kicks off the new Amazing Spider-Man story, Last Remains, which is going to be so big. We'll be talking about it next week. There's going to be some one-shots that spill out of this. But this is the new Spider-Man villain, Kindred, kind of takes center stage and leads into his epic story. And what's this? There we're missing one of the covers. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man 50 Adams variant. And of course, we have the Alex Ross Timeless variant for Spider-Man. Hearing some people say this is going to be one of the hot ones.
Yep.
One of our most requested of the Timeless variants.
And then this is the Aaron Cooter horror variant, which I think is interesting. I did a deep dive on which costume that is. That's his stealth costume that he wore in Spider-Man Deadpool number 8.
Yeah, Spider-Man jumping at you with a samurai sword is definitely scary.
I would read that miniseries, like Spider-Man Vampire Hunter. And then we have a really cool silk variant. And this one is by Ortega.
Okay, so we're getting back to what our giveaway is this week. And I forgot to mention that our giveaway last week was Batman 100, and that goes to our friend John Reed. So thank you very much for sharing our videos. John. And you guys can still have a chance to win if you share this video all the way through Monday. So Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. So, like I said, if you've read any of these stories before by Sean Murphy, you know that they are absolutely incredible sort of rewrites, revisions to the DC history that we typically know. So many spoilers to say about Harley, but she's one of the most satisfying characters, arcs in the original series, so she gets her own here. One of the most important things to know, I guess, is that she has Jack Napier's twins. And so this series is going to be following a lot of that. So enough said. This is the A cover. Jason showing the B cover.
Absolutely. And the Joker having twins that's raised by Harley Quinn, I mean, that's all they should have said to sell this book.
And this is the cover B Scalera variant, and there you see the twins.
And he's the main artist on the series, too.
Okay, yeah, good. And cover C, the blank variant, and DC has been just doing really cool things with their blank variants. It looks like a sort of a blush, like a makeup palette, maybe just broke up on the cover there. So that is the C, cover C blank variant.
It's kind of smoky to me, but like a feminine smoky.
Next, we have a new series from Image Comics, Commanders in Crisis. And this is by Steve Orlando with art by David Tinto. And this sounds really interesting because it's like a post-superhero crisis book. This is about the last survivors of a big multiverse event now live on the same Earth. And they kind of feel like it's their responsibility to prevent what happened to all of their Earths from happening to that Earth.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. So, but Steve Orlando really emphasized that this is a very like hopeful series, a really positive one about like being proactive. So, and there is a bunch of really cool variant covers for this.
There are some cool covers for this.
So this is the Sejic variant. If you're a fan of his Harleen series, brings that style, definitely.
He's a fantastic artist.
Yes. And of course, we have the Peach Momoko variant cover.
Yep. There's quite a few Momoko on here.
Yeah.
She's finding a lot of work.
Then we have the Sozo variant. I'm sure we'll know who all of these characters are after we read it.
Yeah.
This is the Tulaski variant. This is the Manuel Lupacchio variant. This is the Mirica Andolfo variant.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that little snippet of everyone.
Yeah. And of course, the blank variant.
All right. Up next, we have Devil's Red Bride #1. It is a new indie comic from Vault Comics. It's set in 16th century Japan, and it claims to be a blood-drenched love letter to samurai fiction.
That has your name written all over it.
It really does. Yeah, that's why I was like, I want to do this one. So basically, from what I understand, it follows the daughter of a deceased lord who seeks revenge against those who have hurt her clan. So that, I think the people who like this sort of thing are going to know to get it.
Yeah.
Here are the variants. The first variant is by Gooden and Daniel. I think it's two people working together. And because it's two of them, they did a second variant. I like this one. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's very like lone wolf and cub.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Little Frank Miller to it as well, I think.
Dynamite.
Some of these covers creep me out.
Yeah, so this is Dynamite Comics' big event for the year, and this is interesting because we've got our Deceased and our Marvel zombies. Now Dynamite is doing their zombie epic with Dynamite. Emphasis on the exclamation mark. And this is written by Fred Van Lint, and if you don't know him, he actually worked on Marvel Zombies, along with Declan Shalvey, who did Deadpool versus Old Man Logan. So some pretty awesome credentials, and of course this one has a bunch of variant covers featuring all the characters that are going to be in this. So we have the, I believe this is the Suidum Vampirella variant cover.
What happened to her face?
Yeah, apparently a lot of people lose their faces in this.
The worms went right for the face.
That's it.
The butt cheeks left them alone.
To say,
but the face.
There's some meat somewhere else too. And then we have, making her return, Peach Momoko has two covers for this, a Vampirella and a Red Sonja.
Those are going to look very cool side by side.
Yeah. Those would be cool to get graded and put next to each other. And then there is the
Oh, this one's new.
the
This must
Mooney
have
variant.
appeared later.
Yes, which I'm getting a subtle Batman vibe.
Yeah.
Just very subtle.
Vampirella kind of shifting into a bat or something like that.
So this sounds like a fun series. If you're a fan of those kind of Elseworld zombie tales, how would your favorite characters interact in a zombie apocalypse?
Okay.
Let's see.
So next up, we have our next segment, which is called Cool Covers and Other Number Ones. We're going to start out with the other Alex Ross variants we haven't shown off. So these ones are available for order this week. Here is the Black Panther Timeless variant for Avengers number 37. I'm just going to do all these. After that, we have Fortnite stuff and then horror stuff. We can kind of all do it in a row.
Sure.
This is the Falcon Timeless variant for Captain America number 24. This is the Phoenix Timeless variant for Hellions number 5. Really like that one. And here is the Colossus Timeless variant for New Mutants number 13.
So shiny.
So Andy, I guess you can show off the Fortnite variants now.
Yeah, so this is the Captain America Fortnite variant from Coelho. So if you're a fan of the Fortnite stuff, I'm sure you know who the other characters are in that.
That's actually Captain America 24.
Okay, 24.
Yeah.
Okay, the McGinnis, and then we
got 90 covers to hit.
I know,
we're gonna have a couple
and then
stumbles.
we don't have the Avengers 37, but it's a Brooks Fortnite variant.
Yeah, we just want to make you guys aware, so you can still order this.
Yeah, a few people want all the Fortnite variants, so.
Yeah, and the Captain America 22.
So, yeah, covers weren't available, but they still exist. So next up, we have the horror cover. So it's near in October. I thought I'd put together a little chunk of horror covers.
Yep. So this is Avengers 37, the Rodriguez Where Avengers Dwell horror variant.
She-Hulk got even bigger.
Bigger.
Wait till you see this next one.
Bigger and better.
This is my favorite.
This is super cool. This is Captain America 24 Andolfo Cap Wolf horror variant.
It's like he's playing fetch with Iron Man's arm.
Yeah.
But Cap Wolf is an old character that goes way back. A lot of people have fond memories of Cap Wolf.
Yep.
So very creepy, awesome looking. Then we have Captain Marvel 22, the Clark Captain Marvel Unleashed horror variant.
So I was looking at this one.
This one's really cool.
Why is it horror? And the more you look at it, you know, you see that she is like the villain. They're like the high school kid Skrulls.
Uh-huh.
And she's the, you know,
she's the slasher movie monster.
Yeah.
And then I think our last horror one is the Immortal Hulk 38 Del Mundo Living Hulk horror. So yeah, those are some of the Marvel horror variants that are coming out in October.
Start ordering now because you know when October hits, you'll be in the mood for those horror covers and you'll go, I wish I had ordered them because Infinity Flux is all sold out. Okay, so next up we have a bunch of other cool covers we just wanted to make you aware of. This is Hellions number 5. It's part of the Sword of X run. This is going to actually be part 6, so that's starting up real soon.
Sarah Bocelli.
This is hot off the presses.
Yeah, this one just appeared.
Yes.
The New Mutants.
Another Momoko.
Number 13 Momoko variant with Emma Frost.
And that is Exoswords Part 7.
Okay, then we have Cable number 5. This is the Shavrin variant, another X of Swords, Part 8.
Then we have Immortal Hulk number 38. There is a spoiler variant. This is the official release by Marvel. So it has a cover, but whatever's on the cover is going to be big deal in the book. A lot of these spoiler variants we've seen gone up in value once people find out, like at least for Thor and everything.
Yeah, Thor and Empire had them and stuff. It's a new thing they're doing. It's pretty cool.
Yep. I like this cover.
Yeah. So we have Darth Vader, number 6. This is just the A cover, but this series is so awesome. Even the main covers are really cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not on it, you're a Star Wars fan, you might want this.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Batman and the Outsiders, number 17. This is the B cover, the Sanford Green variant. This is the final issue of Batman and the Outsiders.
And speaking of final issues, this is Justice League Odyssey number 25. This is the A cover, some dark side on there. I think it's a very good cover. It is also the final issue, and we wanted to highlight some final issues because sometimes they put big things in it.
Yeah.
Sometimes print run is low. Final issues just tend to have more value down the road.
And of course, we have a Libra Mayho cover for Detective Comics 1028. He's really knocking it out.
Yep.
Knocking a lot of things out because he does a lot of these. But they're all... I'm amazed he still like does really unique ones.
Yeah, his subject matter is always interesting.
Okay, Green Lantern Season 2, number 8, cover B. This is the Simone Bianchi variant.
And this is Superman number 26, the Tony S. Daniels variant. In 25, we had the first appearance of a new villain, Sinmar. This is going to continue that. I like any cover where Superman's using his laser vision. You know, he's so strong, he flies, he's invulnerable. You forget he can also just like
it looks like he's doing the double whammy. It looks like he punched him, and then as they fly off, he's like, and take that, and then blasts them. And then we have a Wonder Woman. This is, of course, the Middleton variant for issue 764.
Cool. All right. This is Life is Strange, Partners in Time, number 1, cover A. So yeah, based on the super unique video game, another Life is Strange miniseries starting up. The first 2 did very, very well, so time for another one.
So this was a surprise to me. Here is Nightmare Before Christmas, Zero's Journey, number 15. I didn't know there was a Nightmare Before Christmas comic going, or a number 15. Like, what happened to the other 14? But, I mean, I'm thinking because October's coming up, maybe they do it annually, maybe they release them slowly. I know some people are going to want it, though, so we put it on the show.
Then we have Tales of Terror Quarterly 2020 Halloween Special. So, getting spooky month going. You're looking for some more scary stories.
And since this is a quarterly, I think it's sort of a double issue.
Okay.
I think it's more than just $3 or $4. I think it might be double issue, double price.
Okay, Vein number 1 from Oni Press. I think, you know, I don't know what this is about yet, but look at what looks like a bloody pool and just the word vein, vanity.
Oh, I get it. I get the double meaning.
I'm thinking this has to do with vampires. It looks sort of like they're in blood, and also the cushion she's on looks sort of like a white blood cell.
Huh, yeah.
But I don't know if that's just...
So this is like a cool... Yeah, I haven't actually not read anything about this, but it looks like a cool new number 1.
And I mean, look at the V and the N. They're fangs.
Wow.
Look how much we read into this. Great cover.
We need a whole segment where we just dissect a cover.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is True Lives Fabulous Killjoys National Anthem number 1 by Gerard Way.
Yep.
So I didn't read the previous... Do either you know about the previous series?
So it was a comic that came out with one of their albums, I believe a My Chemical Romance album, and the series was really, really popular. They did a couple of volumes of it. It's been on hiatus for a little while, and now it's coming back.
That's cool. I like when music and comics merge together.
Then we have Dune, House Atreides. I've watched the trailer, but I just don't remember how they say his name. This is the Jay Lee cover. So I believe this is a prequel for the new movie. So if you want to...
This is also hot off the presses. I mean, this cover just released earlier this afternoon. So that's some of why you should watch the show. We work on it right up until we're about to go on. And I know the Dune stuff is about to blow up with the new movie and the new trailer. And I mean, this Jay Lee cover, it's awesome. So...
All right, this is Conspiracy Planet X one-shot. I'm not going to try to say the artist's name. This is cover A. So.
Oh, come on. Let's hear it.
Cola Pietro.
I bet
there you go. Right. I bet you nailed it.
You're right. So, this is We Live number 1, a new comic from Aftershock. This one also, I mean, it appeared
like an hour ago.
An hour ago, yeah. And I saw the cover and I'm like, I'm going to make the effort and put this on there. I mean, look at that. It's sort of a post-apocalyptic, has been there forever where plants have grown over the technology. But then in the middle of it, 2 sort of cutesy cartoon characters. I'm really intrigued. I think this is a really good cover for a number 1 where you don't know the characters of the setting, but I know it intrigues me.
Yeah.
All right, so our next segment is number 2s, number 3s, reprints, collected, and toys.
Yes.
So everything else.
Yeah.
And we have Marvel Zombies Resurrection number 3. Number 1 sold off the shelf like crazy. So yeah, get on board with it if you haven't.
Once
Yeah.
again, in time for October, and we talk about these number 2s and 3s because this is your chance that if you read the number 1 to sign up for the series.
Yeah.
If we don't see people signed up for it, we might not order enough, and then you might be like, "Hey, I wanted the number 2 of that." So
We
if you
still
like
have
the number
some
1,
number 1 on the shelf too, and number 2 releases the end of this month. So you're not behind with this
Yep.
issue number 3. You can still sign up for the full
it's
series.
just sort of an early solicitation.
But the clock's ticking.
We had a few graphic novels that I can do in a row real
Sure.
quick. So this is Shuri graphic novel Wakanda Forever. This collects Shuri 1 through 10. It's only $12.99. This is one of those great for middle-aged reader series books. It's a really great intro price. $13.
Yeah, for 10 issues. There are 10 full comics in this for $13.
It's a little bit smaller, but it is the
Yeah.
full thing. So then we have Star Wars Bounty Hunters trade paperback volume 1, Galaxy's Deadliest.
I can attest that has been awesome. If you're a Star Wars fan and you weren't picking up the singles, you should get this. It is worth the read. It's been so cool. And also
$18.
revs you up for The Mandalorian.
Yep.
You said how much?
$18 for that one. And then we have Star Wars Darth Vader by Greg Pak. This is volume 1, Dark Heart of Sith for $16.
Andy, what do you think of this one?
I think this book is great. I think this and Star Wars going on right now, which I believe we had the solicitation for last week for volume 1 of Star Wars. This is volume 1 of Darth Vader. They go hand in hand. Really, really awesome series.
I gushed so much about Bounty Hunters, I had to let you.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw Vader, I'm like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, all the Star Wars books right now are incredible.
Okay, this represents Strange Academy number 2 is having a 4th print. The cover was not ready for our show. Get on it, Marvel. You know what time Comics from the Future is. Get your covers ready.
They're all watching this, and they're like, oh, we forgot to do it because they're watching this show.
But for those of you who want all the printings, just wanted you to know about this. And some more. You can discuss these, Andy.
Yeah, we have Thor number 1, 4th print. Thor number 3, 5th print. And Thor number 4, 4th print. You thought my THs. So yeah, I mean, we don't need to say much more. There's a reason why they're going all the way to 5th and 4th printings. These are hot. They keep doing really cool covers for them. Mm-hmm. So definitely.
They're just never ready by the time to order.
They're never ready, but when they come out, they're really cool. We've had some pretty incredible
And we
covers.
always sell out, too.
Yep.
All right, Megan, it's your time to do one without a cover.
Okay, Stillwater, number 1, 2nd print. We still have a couple copies of number 1 because Jason read the preview of this when it came out and he loved it.
Yep.
And so we ordered up on it, but we're running low. So if you missed it...
Only a handful, really.
Yeah, or if you just want that 2nd print, I'm assuming it's a different cover because they don't have it available yet. It might just be different colors. We don't know yet. But it is Stillwater, number 1, 2nd print.
All right, here comes a big one. Web of Venom Wraith, number 1, 2nd print, with an awesome new cover. So I was very happy that I'm the person who gets to introduce this one. I read Wraith. It was a great one-shot, very cool story. Lord, we have sold a ton of it. So the 2nd print, got him on the cover, front and center.
In his serape.
Yeah, he's got the man without a name.
Yeah.
Sort of look going on there. So this is your chance to order 1, 2, as many of them as you wish.
Grendel, Kentucky. Is this number 2?
Number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2. Wow. Feels like we were just talking about this being number 1. So we have number 2. Really popular kind of, from not your biggest publisher. But this one did really well. And from what I hear, really interesting.
Yep.
Okay, so now more 2nd prints. This is Firepower by Robert Kirkman. Number 1, 2nd printing. So Robert Kirkman usually does pretty high print runs, so it's kind of surprising to see that there is a 2nd print of this. So if you missed it, here is your chance to get it. We also have a number 3, 2nd print.
And next up, it is Bill and Ted Are Doomed number 2. So if you like the number 1, you want to be put on for the whole full series, I think it's just a little 4-issue miniseries, let us know.
Then we have The Crow Leaf. This had all those really good Peach Momoko covers. But if you're a fan of The Crow, Also a great time around Halloween to read it.
And this is the trade.
The trade, yeah.
Yes, so
which is, I believe, $17.99.
Mhm.
All right, so this is Dynamite Art of Lucio Perillo hardcover for just $30. So it's what you expect. It is artwork from Perillo, who is extremely popular. I've actually already had a couple pre-orders for this before we even did the show today. So good chance to get an art book for just $30. Nice hardcover.
Here we have It Eats What Feeds It. Number 1, it has gone to 3rd print.
I feel like I have not even got a single copy of this in my hand because it
I
flies
agree.
away
Yeah.
so fast.
It's got a title that just intrigues, and they've just done a good job on the covers, as you can see. So 3rd print on that, if you would like it.
And then these...
This is sort of a new segment we haven't done.
Yeah, Jason, you can talk about this.
Okay, so Dynamic Forces is a company where they will hire writer or different artists to do different covers for issues that have already came out. And they'll also do signings. And so these are not cover price. That's the first thing I have to tell you. These are all $30 or more, but we thought we would offer them up. So we're going to go through them. So these are some Dynamic Forces variants to previous issues and or issues that are signed. Some of these covers are pretty wild.
Yeah. So this first one is the Mayhew cover for $29.99 for Amazing Spider-Man number 21.
And once again, this one is $29.99.
I really like this one. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like you're saying, some of these are crazy. This is Amazing Spider-Man 22. This is Perillo. And is this Mary Jane in the Kraven the Hunter outfit?
It looks like it.
Yeah, so...
fur and everything.
It's weird. You get some weird covers, some weird ideas on these. I think this one's really cool.
And once again, this one is also $29.99. We don't want anyone to place an order and come in with $4. So
got a few of these here.
Yeah.
This one, I wish I want to see this really big. This is kind of smushed. This one is super interesting. This is Batman Superman number 1, the Greg Horn variant. This one's also $29.99, and it has, I guess you'd say Batman and Superman, or Supergirl and Batgirl, or however, but in like suits of armor, almost
sort of
looking like
Yeah.
like Jane Foster Thor almost on the Superman. So yeah, pretty wild, pretty awesome.
One thing I should also know is all these Dynamic Forces covers are limited. They're usually limited to 1,000, sometimes 2,000. And so they do claim that allocations can occur. And that's why pre-ordering it's important. Trying to order these later, it's not going to happen.
This one is wild. This is the Immortal Hulk number 19, the Federici variant. I guess it's Abomination on the cover.
Yeah, Federici, he's the one who lately did the Robin King cover that everybody loved. And I'll tell you, right in time for Halloween, this is a horrifying cover.
That's really scary.
There's a second mouth on the side of his face. Yeah. So, and what is this one? This one's also $29.99.
Then we have Spawn 300 Encore Edition. This is signed by Greg Capullo.
This is $60 actually.
Is this the $60?
Yeah, this is the $60 one. Nope.
Oh,
yes,
no.
30.
This one is 30.
See,
but
you
we
get a
have
deal.
one next.
The next one is 60.
So to clarify, this one is $29.99, but the next one.
Okay, this one, yeah.
This one is
Virgin one.
the Virgin signed is $59.99 for Spawn 301.
And then if that's not enough, if you want something really special and priced high and sort of oddly.
This is really priced oddly.
Yeah, it's a number you don't see too often. Star Wars. This is the Baby Yoda Gainy sketch variant. So you could maybe consider this the first time Baby Yoda is on a comic. You know, I don't know if they will say that, but this is it's unique because it is one of the first ones, and this is $77.
Yeah, we didn't make the price up.
We didn't make the price up. That's what the price is.
If it had been up to me, it would have been 75 or 80, but 77, and so we're going to honor that. I'll also say they don't actually say what issue this is. It just
No,
says
I was
Star
just
Wars
looking at
comic.
that.
I'd assume it's #1.
Yeah.
That would be my assumption. So
This one is really cool. This is Venom 21, the Prio variant with a massive Venom.
and this one is just back down to $29.99 for this one. The ones where they're signed and sketched, that's the more expensive one. So those are all the Dynamic Forces comics. We got a few more indies to show you before we wrap the show. So Megan, let you continue.
Okay, so next we have 7 Secrets #2 second printing. We still have some #2 on the wall, but if you just want, this is a different coloring of one of the covers. So this is #2 second printing, and then #3. So if you've read #1, if you've read #2, and you've been hesitant to sign up, just let us know now. We can get you #3 as well.
And lastly, we don't have the cover. They didn't get it to us in time. See, now I'm saying it like they're supposed to send it to us. This is Vampire the Masquerade #3 is available for order. So if you read #1, you liked it, we sold a whole lot of #1. This is your chance to sign up for the series. Sorry we don't have a cover for you, but once again, it's all their fault. They should have sent it. They know their deadline for our show. But I think that is it.
Yeah.
90-some covers we went over
We
this
only
week.
messed up like 90 times. No, we did good.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, even if you're watching this show on Monday at 2 p.m., you can still send in your orders. Everything is due Monday at 5 p.m. to get your orders in. DC stuff is due on Sundays at 5 p.m. DC, for some reason, has changed their ordering date to Sundays, so everything for them is due then. But you have a couple more days to share the video, get a chance to win Harley Quinn Presents, White Knight Presents Harley Quinn, and go ahead and open order anything you want here. We can guarantee you will get it.
Yep. So thank you all for tuning in to this week's Comics from the Future. Wow, so many books we went over. If you don't have a comic store and you enjoy watching this show, or you want to upgrade, perhaps, we would love to be your store. We ship all over the country. I think we are one of the only, if possibly the only store that has a show like this. This takes us a lot of time and effort to put this together. But to us, it's all about informing everyone about the things that are coming up when you can still order them. It makes us sad when people come in and we're sold out of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why we put so much care into the show. So thank you for tuning in. We consider this the comic show for smart people because they think ahead. So thank you very much, and we will see you next week.
Yep, see you next Friday.
Two-hand wave.